Welcome back, Romantic Home family. I am Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys some more DIY fall decor crafts. Okay, this is episode 27 in my huge I Love Fall series. Listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out so much. I am a full-time content creator. And also pop over to my new Olivia's Romantic Home DIY page on Facebook. The old one got hacked, still waiting to hear back if I'm going to have access to it, but you know what, we're going to keep on crafting and decorating. I'm going to tell you right now, it's such a blessing and honor to have you all here. Stay to the end for our brand new devotional as well, and without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this fall DIY, let's make a super adorable fall scarecrow. So I had this little scarecrow head. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember. I bought it at a farmer's market years and years ago, and I'm just going to take these little overalls. I think that these were overalls that one of my kiddos wore, or maybe I grabbed them at the thrift store. And then I had this thrifted shirt that was too small. It had gotten washed incorrectly, so it was all shrunk weird. I just cut the arms off the shirt, and I'm going to extend the legs of the overalls because my scarecrow is kind of large, but I didn't have any jeans that I wanted to sacrifice for the scarecrow, so I thought we're just going to work with this. The next thing I did was cut off another little piece of shirt to give the scarecrow a little pocket scarf, and then I took this larger oversized shirt, and that's going to be the main body of my scarecrow. I didn't have stuffing to stuff him, so I just went ahead and used kind of more of the shirt to stuff down into the little jean parts. And I thought his little overalls ended up looking really cute. It doesn't have to be perfect because I don't think scarecrows were ever supposed to be, the perfect dimension and size. And then I'm just going to buckle his little overalls, and I'm doing a little bit of a Mackenzie Childs theme today with my mailbox decorating, and I'm going to paint a little planter to go next to him. So I ended up just adding in a little red scarf around his neck, and then I added later a little black and white check underneath the scarf to just kind of have him kind of go in with that theme. So comment down below and let me know, do you guys put a scarecrow out in your front yard? I am from the southern Midwest area, so I do like to decorate for fall with pumpkins and scarecrows. We have a lot of little farmers markets and pumpkin patches around close to where I live. What do you guys think? How did I do? So also originally when I got him out of the attic, I had to wash all his clothes because these were the original clothes on him, but he needed a lot of work. And his head had broken off from the little 2x4 that was attached to, so I had to nail and hot glue his head back on. But now he's ready to roll. He's been in scarecrow rehab, and I'm just going to add some little stuffing right here. I'm super allergic to hay. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a little bit congested today. Maybe it was getting up in the attic. I don't know. We've also got a lot of things changing over with fall, but here is the final look on Mr. Scarecrow. I think he turned out absolutely adorable. I think he is ready to scare away any of those crows, which we actually do have crows that sit on the wire that Benji Bear loves to bark at. But I love his little addition of the black and white check scarf, and then his little extension on the overalls. So he is styling and profiling. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. For this DIY, I want to make a super adorable fall planter for my front yard. So I had this planter that I've repainted a couple different times, and I just went ahead and painted it white. It was originally from Walmart a couple seasons back. And then I'm taking a black marker and I'm just marking out some checks. I want to paint it in a big check style. You guys know I love painting my checks, and I've always wanted to try this on a planter, but I've never had I guess the guts because it's a larger piece, and I was just nervous that I was really going to mess it up. I kind of wish I would have painted my checks a little bit smaller because they ended up being kind of large, but hey, give me some grace because this is my first time. And look, can you guys see what I just did? I missed a check. So Anyway, all you have to do if that happens is go back and paint over that extra check white once it's all dried. But you want to wait for it to be all dry. But it's easy to get out of step and miss a check. I used to do it all the time when I first started painting checks, but now it's a little bit less. But anyway, this is a fun way to jazz up some of your planters for indoors or outdoors. It's a great little project. Painting checks for me really relaxes me. I do love Mackenzie Child's work, but I want to give a shout out to all of their artists because they're amazing. And I'm just using this strictly for my home. So I hope that it's okay. But anyway, I'm just going to paint some white in with the gold and just to kind of give it some dimension and some interest, so it looks a little bit less NASCAR and more like an artistic piece. But you want to take some white and gold paint and just kind of pull that through. And I want to make it look imperfect. I don't want it to be perfect because then, it's going to be, I just want it to be like handmade looking. So thank you guys also for everybody that has been commenting what I should name my holidays. I really want to spread love this holiday season. I want it to be in the forefront of my heart and mind, so I remember to do that. So I think somebody had commented homemade with love for the holidays, and I really love that. I'm going to keep playing with some words to make it really catchy and fun. And now for this, I had ordered some fake mums off of Amazon. I just took 2 of them, pressed them together on a little styrofoam ball, and now I'm taking and adding in some fall florals just because I got a little wonky with painting my mum. I had originally painted it white, didn't like that, so then I painted it back to this maroon color, which I already had the paint on hand. I didn't have quite enough to go over the white, so, and you guys can see me digging into my craft stash. These are the last, I think these are some of the last of the bottom of the barrel florals of my fall florals. So I wanted to make a fun little floral piece. I took you guys to a farmer's market with me a couple videos back, and they had really beautiful fall arrangements, but I knew I would probably end up killing it and it wouldn't be worth spending the money, so I thought I'll just DIY mine at home. And I had these cute little farmers market pumpkins around it. Let me know what you guys think. Now it's time to make my annual beautiful mailbox floral. So I do a floral every year for my mailbox. This year I'm taking just a long piece of Christmas tree garland and I'm simply adding in greenery over it. I want to zip tie the greenery really, really good to my Christmas garland because I get a lot of wind on my hill and I don't want things flying off into the neighbors' yards. And I get a little crazy and over the top with my mailbox floral. Every year I think, oh, I'm just going to do it simple and, really scaled back. And it just gets really big. I guess that's how I do my arrangements. I just keep adding things and it's almost like a painting, but with flowers. So this is the bow that we made in the last video. And you guys really loved watching me make that bow. Here's a quick little tutorial. You take your ribbon and just hot glue it from end to end, and then you can make some cute little tails. Now this is all the fall ribbon I have, so I'm really trying to make it last and go as far as I can. But I've really enjoyed this year challenging myself to use what I already have because I really do have a lot, and every time I think, oh, I have nothing left to craft with or decorate, lo and behold, I check my craft stash and there's plenty, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to take some of this orange ribbon and just add some tails, just group it all together. It's a little bit of a messy bow, a scrappy bow, and then zip tie off in the center. So I have the one in the center of this, and then I'm going to add 2 to either side. And then once I put it up on my mailbox, of course, I looked at it and thought, oh, there's not enough ribbon and there's not enough bows. Hey, you guys know I love big bows and I cannot lie. This is a girl right here that is 90s. There were big bows when we would cheerlead. There were big bows in our hair when we were little girls. There were bows on our dresses. So I am used to bows. I love bows. If I could get away with wearing a giant bow in my hair as an adult, I probably would. And sometimes I will wear like a little scrunchie with a hair bow. Anyway, speaking of hair, what do you guys think about the dark that I've added back into my hair? My daughter freaked out. She absolutely loved it when she saw it. She was super excited. I think it's because I had dark hair for so long when she was little growing up. She's probably like, oh, there's my mom. I think kids like to recognize their moms. So anyway, my hairdresser put all dark through my roots and then just left some of the blonde. So when my gray starts growing in, it will have hopefully a little bit of a mix. I may have to do a root touch up with an at-home root touch up kit. So let me know how you guys do if you have darker hair, if you're able to use the root touch ups. I'm not going to get something from Walmart because she said that Walmart hair stuff isn't good for my hair. So anyway, I'm looking into some natural alternatives. So here is a Dollar Tree bow. I'm just going to take and simply loop the ribbon over on itself 4 times. This was a full roll of ribbon that I've had in my craft stash for a couple of years, and I just haven't used it because I go buy new ribbon every year. This year I didn't do that. I really repurposed and reused a lot of my ribbon. No shame to anybody in their buying ribbon game. Trust me, I'm going to be buying ribbon. But I have so much stuff, you guys, because I've been decorating and crafting on YouTube for 6 years. I really feel like I just need to use what I have this season. It's really helped me become more creative this year too. So I'm adding in some of that Mackenzie Childs ribbon that I've repurposed and reused, and then I'm going to make some little smaller bows with just a strand of the Mackenzie Childs ribbon and then the orange ribbon, zip tying that together. I will tell you, the Mackenzie Childs ribbon, it is expensive, but it is so worth it, you guys, because I have been able to repurpose and reuse this ribbon for years on end. And even though it's cut, all I have to do is iron it out and it's good to go again and again. So the higher quality ribbon is kind of actually worth an investment. So here is my mailbox. I also did a floral in the base. It got kind of crazy, but what do you guys think? I'm crushing on it and loving it. So fun and fabulous and very budget friendly. And here is my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. I took him for a good long walk this morning, and you can tell he can hear something. I wasn't for sure if it was a deer or maybe a squirrel, but it was actually, there's a house that is right back behind this wooded area, and there was a dog that was running alongside his fence. You can't really see it. I think it was like a little Aussie, but Benji Bear was having a fit. He really wanted to say hi to this dog. See how his shoulders kind of bow back and his little ear comes up. He gets really into his barking game. So anyway, we continued on with our walk, but I have to share with you guys also just a pretty little piece of what I get to see in the morning across the street from my house. Do you guys see the little trees? I can't wait to share it with you guys once it turns. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. I cannot believe it's episode 27 in my I Love Fall series. If you guys have missed any of this series, I have the whole series organized into a playlist, and it'll even roll into the past I Love Fall series. This is my 6th season on YouTube, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama. I'd love to share with you all how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. Truly, you don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. I would love to have you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out so much. It's totally free, and it just lets me know you guys are here. So welcome back. For everybody that has been following me for years or a couple months or wherever you're at in your journey, thank you for being here. I'm a one-woman show. I have a passion for seasonal decor. I call myself a seasonal decor enthusiast, but really crafting and decorating, and especially on a budget, using budget-friendly items from Dollar Tree, the thrift store, Trash to Treasure goodies, Walmart, and Hobby Lobby, that kind of fun stuff. So lately I have been doing a devotional with you guys. It is more of God's words of life for women. Oh, and what do you guys think about my hair? I added some dark back into it. Still has some of the blonde, so hopefully when that gray grows out, it won't be too crazy. But so what do you guys think? I was a little nervous when I first saw it because I did start adding in a lot of blonde, and then last year it got really blonde. I felt like my hair maybe got a little bit unhealthy. So this season I'm just gonna be doing dark. I'm gonna let it grow out a little bit more, all that kind of fun stuff. So enough about my hair, but you know, us ladies love to talk about our hair. Okay, more of God's words of wisdom for women. I need all the wisdom, trust me. And I have been posting these devotionals on Facebook as well. I'm trying to post them like around 9. That way, when you guys are getting ready to go to bed or whatnot, maybe you're scrolling, you can maybe hop on and see some of those devotionals. Okay, not every day am I posting them at 9, but I do post several DIY videos every single day on my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY page. Our last devotional was on relationships. This devotional is on rest. I'm really excited for this one. I did a lot of resting last weekend and it really helped me connect with, I feel like it helped me connect with God, myself, my emotions. So I think resting is just as important as being busy. Sometimes more important actually. So let's to see what this devotional has to say. It says, in rest, find God. In the solitude of a cave, Elijah experienced God's awesome healing and saving power. The Lord had allowed Elijah to rest for a moment before reminding him that he understood and knew his pain. Elijah came out of the cave and found that the Lord was an ever-present reality. Elijah was not alone. The earthquake and the fire both got his attention, yet it was in the still small voice, a whisper from God, that Elijah rediscovered the Lord for himself. Perhaps out of Elijah's experience, we can find hope and help for our own lives. God made a time and place for Elijah to pull away from his ministry and to rest. In the same way, God allows us to retreat and rest from our weariness and our fears. He gives us this time to allow ourselves to relax physically, spiritually, and mentally so that we can recognize the presence of God. We often feel alone because God does not manifest himself in our lives with great fanfare, but he's quiet, barely perceptible. Perhaps we can learn to be still and sit silent so we can recognize the presence of God. As the psalmist said, be still and know that I am God, and that's Psalm 46:10. For the Lord is always faithful to his word, saying, never will I leave you, and never will I forsake you. That's Hebrews 13:5. Wow, I wish I could just have that so deep in my heart. I definitely need that. Never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. We are never alone. How many times, I don't know about you guys, but I panic and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to handle this? I'm broken down on the side of the road, or a relationship has changed, or I've lost somebody that I care about. How am I going to handle this? I've lost maybe part of my business with my Facebook page being hacked. Just different things. You're in a panic. Literally, I'll go into like a full-on shaking panic sometimes. And God is always there. God is there, especially when we are struggling. So hopefully this can be a really good, gentle reminder for us to rest so we can hear God's voice and also be reminded that God doesn't ever leave us. Next to our devotional, there's scripture. So let's see what this scripture is going to say. This is what the Lord says, stand at the crossroads and look as for the age that pass. Ask where the good way is and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls. That's Jeremiah 6:16. God will speak to his people. This is the resting place. Let the weary rest, and this is the place of repose. And that's Isaiah 28:11 through 12. Be at rest once more, O my soul, for the Lord has been good to you. That's Psalm 116:7. The Lord is with you when you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. And that's 2 Chronicles 15:2. The last one says, the eternal God is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Deuteronomy 33:27. So I hope that this has blessed your heart. I hope that it reminds you all to seek rest and refuge in God. And I think we all need that. We all go through our days so busy and distracted, so distracted. I feel like, so when we put our praise and worship music on, when we get out our devotional, when we pray for others, it just sets us on that better path. Even if you end the day super frustrated or begin the day super frustrated, just remember you're never alone. So I want to give you guys a big hug. I just want to come and hug your hearts just super tight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this community. I know everybody out there is going through something at some point in time. Every single one of us are. And listen, I woke up this morning and I came across something. Oh, it was on my Facebook Good Morning post, and it said, if you have opened your eyes, you are blessed. Like, oh my goodness, God, we have another day. We're blessed. We're still here. So keep that in mind when you start letting the small stuff get to you, that if we've just opened our eyes, God's given us a new chance. So thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you're having a gorgeous, blessed day. I have tennis this evening with my daughter. That's going to be super fun. I have another tennis tomorrow night with her. Senior year tennis is a fast and furious sport. We had the last one actually got rained out. And what a blessing it is to be able to have a vehicle to go and to watch her and bring snacks for the team and cheer them on and love on these girls, young ladies. So I have that going on, and then my son's girlfriend will be coming down with her puppy dog, and we're going to spend some girl time together with her, my daughter, and it's just, wow, it's going to be a great next couple of days and a year. I'm looking forward to starting my Christmas series. I'm going to give myself probably over the weekend to film my whole home house tour, because as I've gone through this week and it's been super busy, there's all kinds of places that I'm noticing that need tidying up, that need freshening up. So I really want to make it special. So there will be a video on Saturday, and then next week we'll do the house tour, unless I'm able to get to it and put it up on Saturday. So anyway, and then after that, we're going to start the Christmas series. If you guys decorate for Halloween, I have Halloween crafts also on my channel. I don't decorate big for Halloween because I just go straight into Christmas, but to each his own. And I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here. And until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.